Imagine for a moment that, in 1482, Leonardo da Vinci's bold plans to link Milan's rivers by canals had moved from parchment to reality. Canals would crisscross the Lombard plain, navigable branches tapping the Ticino, Naviglio Grande feeding the city's workshop, all guided by his ingenious watergate designs. If that vision had been built, history might have flowed along very different channels. First, trade. Barges would glide beneath Milan's stone bridges, carrying grain from the Po Valley all the way to the Alps. By 1500, Milan would be Europe's Rotterdam, its workshops humming with cheap. The bus lines stated for south. Merchants from Venice and Bruges had died south, chain climb concept, attracted by canal tolls lower than in Venice herself. That early boost in commerce would fill ducal coffers, funding more hydraulic experiments and attracting craftsmen from Germany and France. Next, power. Leonardo's canals were not only roads, but engines. He designed water wheels that raised water to palace fountains. But what if he had built larger wheels to drive hammers? Even early textile looms. By 1550, these hydro mills in the Navigli suburbs could have powered the first proto-factories. Instead of waiting for steam in the 1700s, Lombard engineers would have refined gears, cams, and automated looms half a century earlier. Europe's Industrial Revolution would tip its crown from Britain back to Italy. Then came ideas. Universities in Padua and Pavia would teach hydraulic engineering alongside law and medicine. Visiting scholars from Oxford and Salamanca would study canal hydraulics, returning home with manuals festooned with Da Vinci's sketches. By 1600, English rivers from Manchester to Bristol would be sprouting canals decades before Duke Bridgewaters. French engineers, inspired by Milan's success, would carve the Canal du Midi 5 generations sooner. Public health will improve too. Faster water flow and early sewer channels will carry waste off city walls. Milanese citizens bathing in canal arms, something Leonardo encouraged for hygiene, would be spared. The waves of plague and cholera that later swept across Europe. City planners of Paris and London, having witnessed Milan's clean waterways, would incorporate sewers in their own rebuilds after fire and revolution. By 1700, urban epidemics might be a tale of dusty libraries rather than crowded slums. By our own century, this ripple of change would mean every modern metropolis has a canal heritage older than Venice's. Hydroelectric dams would follow naturally from Renaissance water wheels. Sustainable energy debates might now refer to 16th century precedents. Our smart city water grids, sensors, valves, pressure monitors would be seen as descendants of Leonardo's manual sluice gates. And how about us today? Imagine waking up in Milan, stepping out onto the Ripa di Levante, sharing only the gentle splash of barges in a canal network 500 years old. Imagine that the world's first water power factory towns dot the Po Valley, still standing as museums of early machine age wonder. Our climate conversation might even mention the carbon cutoffs that began in the Renaissance, when water, not coal, first turned the gears of progress. So next time you study aqueducts or read about canal booms, remember, if Leonardo's Milan had chased water across the plains, our world's waterways, and maybe our entire industrial timeline, will be delightfully, inexorably different.